Have you ever felt like you were running a race, but didn't even know why you were running? Here's the truth. Just because there's a race doesn't mean you have to run it. Life isn't a competition, especially not one you never signed up for. See? The moment you truly realize your self-worth, something shifts. You start losing interest in proving yourself to people who never really saw you to begin with. And that's powerful. That's freedom. Sometimes what you think you want, what you've been chasing for so long, doesn't show up. And it hurts. But maybe it's because life is quietly guiding you towards something better. Something you actually deserve. Let me ask you this. How many times have you held on to someone, not because they brought you peace, but because you were afraid to let go? It's not weakness to walk away. It's strength. When you can say, I'm not angry, I'm not bitter, I'm just done. And I get it. Your heart might need more time than your mind. You might know it's time to move on, but that doesn't mean it's easy. Healing takes time, and that's okay. So today, take a breath. Step off the racetrack if it's not meant for you. Remember, you don't have to chase people, dreams, or timelines that don't align with your truth. You're not behind. You're exactly where you're meant to be. And that is more than enough. You know, life gets a whole lot lighter. The day you stop letting the world decide your worth. There's something incredibly powerful about saying, I don't need the crowd to validate me. I know who I am. Because when your value isn't tied to opinions, approval, or applause, you stop chasing and start living. And about the past, let's be honest, it happened. You can't rewrite it, you can't undo it, but you can accept it. And that acceptance, it's not giving up, it's setting yourself free. I've met so many good people, really good people, who spend years trying to prove they're kind, loyal, worthy. But here's the thing. If you're always explaining your goodness, maybe you're surrounded by people who don't deserve to witness it in the first place. Sometimes the pain we carry is the last thread connecting us to what we've already lost. A person, a dream, a version of ourselves. Letting go of that pain can feel like losing it all over again. But really, it's the first step to healing. And when it comes to emotions, when you open your heart, do it to connect, not to win. If the conversation ends in an argument, maybe it wasn't a conversation at all. Maybe it was just two people trying to be heard louder than they were willing to listen. So, I'll ask you this. Are you living for who you really are, or for who others expect you to be? Because once you choose yourself, once you define your own worth, that's when life truly begins. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like people keep treating you like the person you used to be? It's frustrating, right? The truth is, many people only know a past version of you. They remember your mistakes, your struggles, the moments you weren't your best, but they don't see who you are now. They don't see how much you've grown, how far you've come. But here's the thing. You don't need their permission to evolve. What's holding you back today might not be a person or a job or even a fear. It might be something you're avoiding, a truth you haven't faced, a feeling you've pushed down for too long. Avoidance feels safe, but it's the silent weight that slows your steps forward. And sometimes, we get stuck between two shadows, the sadness of the past and the fear of what's coming next. But in that tug of war, we forget the only place where life actually happens. Right now. This moment. The present is all we truly own. And when you stop letting yesterday and tomorrow steal today, that's where real freedom begins. And hey, if you're still showing kindness, even after all you've been through, that's not weakness. That's strength. That's proof that you've been hurt, but you're still choosing love. So today, live here. Let go of the old stories. Stop rehearsing pain that already happened. You're not who you were, and that's something to be proud of. Sometimes we hold on so tight, thinking it's strength. But have you ever considered that real strength might be letting go? Letting go of the illusion that if you had just said the right words, done the right thing, or tried a little harder, maybe the past would have turned out differently. Maybe the relationship would have worked. Maybe the opportunity wouldn't have slipped away. But here's a truth I had to learn the hard way. Some chapters aren't meant to be rewritten. They're meant to be closed. See? Holding on can hurt more than the actual ending. Because when we cling to what could have been, we miss what can still be. What you're looking for, peace, love, joy, purpose, it already exists, right now. But you have to be aligned with it. Not chasing it with desperation, but standing in a space where you're ready to receive it. That's way.